Hello and welcome to this week's WAC about comparing ratios. We are going to be able to set up ratios to compare different qualities and find their unit rate. At the end of the video, you will be solving a problem yourself and you will be expected to include that problem in this week's summary. So at the end, we will be going all the way here to page 197 and solving number 7 together. Well, I'll do most of it with you. You'll have to find the final answer.
Ratios actually allow us to compare things even in our everyday lives. Let's take a look at this example, which we can imagine seeing in a department store. So in a department store, we see that a 3-pack of light bulbs costs $3.45, and a 4-pack of the exact same light bulbs cost $4.20. The question is, which is the better deal? Well, it turns out to answer that question, we can actually use ratios. So let's take a look at the ratio of price to quantity and then compare. So if we take a look at the first price to quantity, we're spending $3.45, and we want to compare that to 3 light bulbs. And so we can actually divide this out and see 1.15, which in this context represents money. And so we see this is actually $1.15 per light bulb. If we look at the ratio, if we purchase the 4-pack, we see that the price is $4.20, so that price is to 4 light bulbs. And if we actually long divide this out, we see 1.05. And so we see $1.05. And so the question is, which is the better deal? Well, we want to spend the least amount of money as we can, and so it seems like buying the 4-pack actually is the more economical deal because we'll actually be saving a little bit of money per bulb. But notice the ratio of price per quantity, and compared that to price per quantity, and then we actually compared these numbers, saw this was the smaller number, which means this is the better deal. We're getting more for our money, and ratios allowed us to figure out how to save. I'll see you soon.
Alright, now we're going to try it out ourselves. Right here, number 7 says, the Suarez family paid $15.75 for 3 movie tickets. Now the fact that you're seeing this price for 3, you know you're going to have to deal with a unit rate because now we've got to figure out how much they would pay for 12 tickets. Well, to get from 3 to 12 would be one way to solve it, or you can get the unit rate. Right here, I've already got it set up. You've got your $15 for 3 movie tickets. You could use the word per movie ticket, each movie ticket. Those are all different ways of expressing a unit rate. So 3 does not go into 1. We won't put it there. 3 goes into 15 5 times. 3 minus 15 would be 0. Notice also that I have my decimals lined up. When you subtract, add, and divide, you must line up decimals. The only time that you don't have to line up decimals is when you are multiplying. Then you just count the place values. Okay, 3 into 7, that would be twice. It's a funny looking 2. Then you're going to subtract 6 because 3 times 2 is 6. 1 left. Bring it down. Now we have 5. 3 into 15 again will be 5 more times. Then when you subtract that out, there is nothing left, and we have our answer per movie ticket. So this is the price per movie ticket, $5.25. So to figure what that would be for 12, we're going to take this $5.25 times 12. Now remember how I said when you multiply decimals, you don't have to line them up. Now, and if you're wondering where I got the 12 from, it came from the problem. Right here it says we now want to figure out for 12 movie tickets. So we figured out from the unit rate that this is the price per movie ticket. So 1 movie ticket costs this much. And if we want to find 12, let's try times 12. Now, again, Multiplying is the one time you do not have to line up decimals, so let's ignore them. 2 times 5 is 10. I'm going to carry my 1 and put the 0 here. 2 times 2 is 4, plus this 1 will be 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So we've got our 0 here, 1 here, and we are killing this place value. When you do that, we are so sad that we have a turtle egg or we have a tier that holds this place value. Some of you put an X here. That would be just fine as well. The point is, we're leaving the ones place and going to the tens place. And ignore this one from earlier. We're done with that. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. Keep yourself nice and lined up. 1 times 5 is 5. Now we're ready to add. Oh, that got crooked in adding. You've got 0 here. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 5 is 6. Now, we're going to go back to count the place values. I've got 1, 2 place values here. So that's 2 PVs. And over here, the decimal's not in sight, so it's on the right. So I didn't have to hop anywhere. So in my final answer, I'm going to hop over 2 PVs, or 2 place values. Hop, hop. My decimal will go here and will be $63. That will be the answer, and the problem that you need to include on your WAC. You need to include on your WAC that to get 12 movie tickets, it's going to cost $63. And that was the problem from your textbook right here. So that also gives you the answer to one of your problems on your independent practice. They'll have to pay $63 for those 12 tickets. Well, thank you so much for your time. Make sure that you write your summary and include your answer to number 7, and that you have a question about the video, and try and make sure that it's something to do with ratios. Thank you so much.